empower you with the tools you need so you can be more successful, not just today, not just tomorrow, not after the weekend, but today. Go home and use it, okay?
Don't stare at me.
Sorry. Eye contact, Grace. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So, my name's Ross. I'm from the Meta Studio. I'm the body transformation specialist that takes busy professionals from guts to glory. There is an obesity epidemic going in this country right now, and Mede having the highest childhood obesity rating in the country, with the NHS spending a massive £45 million treating obese patients in the hospital last year alone. Things are not getting better. It's time to achieve your meta moment. The beautiful thing about this is that it's completely specific to you as an individual. It doesn't matter whether it's crossing the finish line at a London Marathon or simply taking a pair of jeans that you paid too much money for, haven't had to fit in for years, and getting your top button done up. We'll take that goal, that moment, and get you to visualise it so we can make it a reality. And when you apply the meta principles of moving faster, eating better and thinking positive, you can achieve anything. We've been lucky that over the last 2.5 years we've built up a good reputation in the area where we work, and we was actually referred a 100 kg 12-year-old boy to us from a dietitian from the NHS. So obviously when this young lad walked in through the studio, he was really dejected, obviously very heavy. If you don't know, that 100 kg is about 15.5 stone. After working with us for 2 months, he actually made a decision that when he was coming back from school to not take the bus, walk 1.5 miles from his school to the studio, bounce through the front doors as proud as you like, and for me that's one of the most proud moments I've ever had. Not the fact that we've managed to change his life, but one of my coaches, using the same systems that we created 2 years ago, has managed to change his life and for his parents. That's it. So that's me, this is what I do. Over the last couple of years, I think I've helped make positive changes to hundreds of people through the studio. And what I've found is that all these people, I've found a very specific pattern between the people who do and don't get the results that they want. I know that when, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit! I've done really well then. Yeah, and I know that what happens is that when you can apply the principle of that success comes from outside your comfort zone, you can achieve anything. But first things first, you need to know that in order to get outside your comfort zone, what being in your comfort zone actually feels like. So I've been searching for like a visual representation of this, and I'm looking for ages, and I didn't realise I was walking past it every morning. So who has a pet here? Like cat or dog? If you have, I guarantee you would have seen this, right? So let's picture this. You wake up on a cold morning, it's really early, you don't want to get out of bed, you get up, you're walking outside the front door looking to get into your car, and then you see this. This is my dog tie, okay? I walk out in the morning. Oh no, that's it.
That's the pull me did earlier.
This is my dog tie, okay? I walk out in the morning and this is Ty. He's sitting on the sofa. I don't want to go to work, and I see him sitting there. Is that like a perfect visualisation of something in their comfort zone? He is so comfy right now, but the whole point about this is that Ty is completely in his comfort zone, but he's not going to achieve a lot today, is he? It's as simple as that. So you need to remember that. First lesson. Everyone's heard of this saying that if you're not chasing your own dreams, you're chasing someone else's. This is really relevant to all the people in the room, purely because as self-employed business owners, we've been taking that on board from the very beginning. We didn't want to follow someone else's dreams, so we set up our own business, we chase our own passion. But I can promise you that procrastination is the killer of dreams. 100%. Procrastination is the killer of dreams. And you know this. And what I found is that for me, my analogy for this is the process of procrastination is what you call like hitting a snooze button. That little moment where you sit there and you think, oh, I'm going to go and do that. No, I'm not. Snooze button. Done straight away. Exactly how it feels is people who come to see me and say, right, okay, I want to get fit and healthy. I'm going to get up for a run in the morning, wake up and go, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. Right. There's a really hot person sitting over the other side of the room. I'm going to go and talk to them. No, I'm not. Snooze button. Every single time. Your ability to identify this process is going to be the first and most important thing you need to do, okay? Fucking hell. Snooze button. Right, so I'll give you an example of the last time that I used my inner snooze button, okay? So a few people here in the room might know that last year I went to Vegas and we did like a Tough Mudder. So Tough Mudder is a 12-mile assault course. We did a 24-hour version. So this is went all the way to Vegas, and it's basically a assault course where you get electrocuted, you have to climb over walls, swim under things, and then they also have this, which is, yeah. We're having technical issues, people. There you go. So, this. What this is...
That's your dog.
That was good. So this is a 38-foot cliff jump into a moving river that you then have to climb out on the other side. So how would you imagine you felt at the top of that? Snooze button, right? At the top.
I've done.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point. So a lot of people, for them, that's going to be a snooze button situation straight away. But I don't mind. I can throw myself off that all day long. The actual last time I actually did this is I was sitting in my EBC meeting with Ash, and he was talking about public speaking. And I read an article in the newspaper about how this business guru had stood up in front of all these people at Base Point and delivered this really good speech. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I put my hand up, I was like, right, I'm going to go and talk over this place in Base Point. And then we booked it on. So I'm going to hold myself accountable to doing that. And then when I woke up in the morning, I knew exactly the lady I was supposed to talk to. And this was on Tuesday. And I was looking at my phone, and I was going to this lady called Michelle, I was like, oh, I'm going to just put myself onto that. Didn't do it. Oh, fair enough. Wednesday come, didn't do it. Thursday morning, luckily I've got a good friend who had already seen her at me and said, oh, I've got my mate Ross wants to come and talk about this. And that's it, sorted. So I sat there on Thursday morning, she said, oh Ross, I can't wait for you to come in. And that's the whole point. I could throw myself off the top of a cliff, but that whole process of getting myself booked on, I was cracking myself, snooze button all the time. And as soon as you have that ability that you can identify that yourself and get past it, that's exactly what you need to do. So I'm now going to give you 3 little exercises you can do, things you need to be aware of, so you can always be outside your comfort zone and pushing yourself all the time. And the first one is avoid negative self-talk. If someone puts a megaphone to your ear and someone else heard, the things you're saying on a daily basis should be sectioned. One of the best quotes I have from one of my favourite films is that the only thing stopping you having the things you want is the bullshit excuse you keep telling yourself of why you can't have it. So don't do it. Understand negative self-talk and don't follow through with it. The second one is set goals and specific goals. A big part of my job and what I do is I help people achieve their goals all the time. And the problem that I found is that people don't set decent goals. Like someone says, I want to be thinner. Well, okay, that's why do you want to be thinner? Is that, well, because I want to walk down the beach and I feel confident. Okay, so that's a good reason. Or I want to lose weight because I want to chat some girls up. That, well, okay, more specific is that, okay, I want to lose these man boobs so I feel so confident I can walk across the pool and do that. Or I want to open another region when I'm washing windows. I want to set this up. Okay, why do you want to do that? Well, because I want a better family, I want a better quality of living for my life and for my family and stuff like that. That's a proper reason, that's what you want to do. So set these specific goals. And the last one, and this is an exercise for you, okay? What I want you to do is set your alarm 30 minutes earlier in the morning, okay? We're talking about an analogy of a snooze button, use your actual snooze button, okay? Set it 30 minutes earlier, and what you do, when your alarm goes off, don't snooze, don't think about it, throw the covers off and stand up in a cold room and just right there. And I promise you'll become face to face the actual energy it takes to get a positive change out of it. Scientists call it actual activation energy. And when you do that, that's what you need to do in order to get a positive change in your body. Done.
Okay.
Has anyone got any questions?
Sleep on the other side of the bed.